Your whole life, do you feel like you've always been drawn to, need to put something into a creative outlet? And
No, that's the weird thing. I
Really?
went to school in South Carolina, college, I guess, in South Carolina, for health promotion.
Oh,
What
that's
do you think you were going to do with that?
I had no idea.
from a choice word.
I just
clearly.
wanted to get a diploma and
Right.
graduate,
Just
get
get
an
something.
education.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. I came back. I've never worked in the health field. So.
Do you
Retail.
ever think about that? Do you ever think, like, in another life, you're just so content that it doesn't even cross your mind?
It doesn't cross my mind anymore. Mm-mm. I think it bothered me at first because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I graduated in December with health promotion and sports medicine. And I had a job there. So I ended up staying until probably February. But in the meantime, I came home in December for Christmas and ran into Ryan at our store, which used to be Cat's Bar, which is so funny because now that's
Yeah,
Goodness.
your new location used to be the old
that's
Cat's
Used to be the
Bar.
Cat. So
Oh,
that's kind
that's
of where
cool.
we ran into each other. And we grew up knowing each other. He went to a different high school than I, but we're the same age. So then I went back to South Carolina to finish up my job there, and we continued to talk. And yeah, I don't know. I came home. I didn't really know what to do. We started to date, and the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah, that's so amazing. I love stories like that, though, because in this day and age, I am such an advocate for people not just going to college just because. That was expected out of us. I think that because
100%.
our parents, many of our parents, some of them did go, some of them did not go, but many of our parents had that attitude of like, you need to go.
That's
have-
what
you
makes
ha-
you
you have to
successful.
go.
You
Yes.
have to go.
You have to go. You have to get that piece of paper. And, so we did the thing, but there are so many people that are like, I either don't use my degree or I have a career that I didn't need a degree.
Or I'm
Yes.
drowning in student loan debt, and I don't
gosh.
even.
Yes.
I mean, for me, I spent 3 years at the University of Illinois going to college. Like, that was my major, just trying to fit classes into my work schedule, college. And then had, tens of thousands of dollars of debt, and I don't have a degree. And what would I wouldn't, it would have taken me 5.5 years to get one because of working full time just to afford to be there.
Yes.
And that's where people, like, now that we have the means to have a college fund for our kids, we don't have a college fund. We have a life fund.
Yes.
When you're done with your secondary education, then you can decide, am I going to go on a trip and discover the world? Am I going to invest in a business? Am I going to teach myself how to do pottery? Like, what am I going to do? But I want them to have choices like I've had, or to decide, I don't know maybe I'm going to keep living at home, which, they're 2 and 4. So they say,
You got a while.
they say, I want to live with you forever.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
cute.
I don't know if I'll feel that way when you're a teenager.
Yeah, and social norms say it's not going to be cool for that to happen.
No.
But I do think that is the difference between all of these mom and pop businesses that we see. We have all of these that still are here, these shops, boutiques that are just like Giggles, or just like Brass Horn. And if those pieces went away, that not only changes our economy, but it changes the essence of our communities.
The whole culture of
It's
Decatur.
the whole culture. And so when you see these small towns that are dying off because these businesses are closing up shop, there's no succession plan in place, So if Charlie and Sam don't take over those businesses, who will? Those are the conversations, and then that's why I try to transition that mom guilt into having that perspective that, and maybe this is very egotistical, but I tell Jack, what I do makes a difference. And I truly believe that.
Same.
And so I think when we are honest with our kids that it is okay to be passionate about something, and it is okay to be so confident to know that you are helping someone, that helping someone is probably the best thing that can happen for yourself. That, I think, is how I transition that guilt.
And it's important
That's a good way to do. I mean, I like that.
and it's important to find that for each individual, because you're going to have people that run a fast food joint that are like, I'm making a difference. I'm getting the people that come through in the morning the coffee that fuels their day. I'm giving these kids coming out of high school their first job. I'm teaching life skills. So whatever that is for you, finding that thing that you feel passionate about and knowing that you are making a difference. It doesn't have to be a big thing. You don't have to run a big successful business, and you don't have to make people's Easter morning and Christmas morning special. You can be making every day survivable for the people around you, and that is such a contribution to the community that I don't think people think about.
And making a difference can be as simplistic as having a conversation.